Okay. The great breakfast meat debate.
All right, let's get into it. If you're not from New Jersey, we take our breakfast meat very seriously. There is a breakfast meat. Some people call it Taylor ham. Some people call it pork roll.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever talked about this. What do you call it?
I think I grew up, right? So both of my folks are from North Jersey. And when my mom would reference it, she would call it Taylor ham. But I think is the debate tissue versus Kleenex, or is the debate the brand that's producing the meat, right?
No. So the John Taylor invented pork roll Taylor ham.
Yeah.
It began being called Taylor ham. It's not technically ham, so it could not be called Taylor ham. And so the John Taylor Company makes pork roll. Now, that's how, like, there's the Taylor Company makes pork roll. That's where we are in present day.
Do we think some of it's just old school versus new school? Like that was what it was called when our parents were, when it would have like become a thing?
I think it's very much become a regional debate.
Okay.
And now, so I'm from Central Jersey, which some people also will argue is not a real thing.
Well, so am I technically. Like my
Right.
folks, then they moved to Central Jersey. So like we, again, for reference, Camille and I both grew up within 20 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
And didn't meet until we were in college, but we grew up in the same county our whole childhood.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I grew up calling it pork roll, knowing that some people also called it Taylor ham. I did not have like a strong, you're right, I'm wrong. Maybe you'd hear both like in passing, but the bagel place that I went to for breakfast, you ordered a pork roll, egg and cheese.
Okay.
And then the add-on, SPK, salt, pepper, ketchup. That's how you order it where I'm from.
I would
PEC, pork roll, egg and cheese, SPK.
I think I would say the same. But I think when we went to college, and we went to college on the southwestern part of the state, a little bit closer to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Where I think the debate is a harsher debate than maybe where we both grew up, where we're neutral ground, where it was an interchangeable thing. But I feel like the southwest part of Jersey, or as you tip over into Philly or the Philly adjacent cities, I think it's definitively pork roll.
Yes. I think the line is like North Jersey's Taylor ham, South Jersey's pork roll.
Right.
In the middle, you start to get the little Venn diagram crossover. Now, the problem with where we went to school in Philly is then Scrapple enters the debate.
Okay, so I was hoping Scrapple would come into the debate. Another odd breakfast meat.
Yeah.
Which is specific to the Philly.
Right. With some carryover to the shore because of the Philly people that go to the shore.
Yeah, listeners out there that geographically don't know New Jersey well, where you sort of spend your time in the summer, geographically, it's interesting. So the show Jersey Shore that you're all probably familiar with in the 2000s, that sort of made a mockery of where we grew up. Those kids were like from New York or North Jersey or whatever. They would spend their shore time in Seaside Heights, where that show was based, which is sort of central, not far from where Camille and I grew up. Folks from Philly would go further south to either Wildwood, New Jersey, or Cape May.
Yeah, Ocean City.
Or Ocean City. And that is how I think the pork roll line, like southern Jersey, probably aligns more with the Philadelphia and the greater Philly area.
Also, to be clear, Jersey Shore was a bit of a mockery. Those people were mostly from Staten Island, Rhode Island. There was maybe like one or two that were actually from New Jersey. But Seaside Heights is that, right? A little bit.
I would agree.
A little
Always
bit.
was.
I mean, every place has diversity. Every place has other things. But like DJs, like, I mean, it's DJs.
Well, let me ask you, when you, obviously your fam is also from Asbury Park, but like where would your folks take you if you were going to just go to the beach for?
We would go to Asbury Park, even though, or, you know, it was somewhere adjacent, even though there was no one there was nothing to eat, or like those things weren't an option. My mom was always very steadfast in like, this is where I went to the beach. this is where I will go to the beach. She still lives 45 minutes from there. She still wakes up every day in the summer, drives 45 minutes, walks the boardwalk, and then goes to the beach. That's it. Like there was no deviating.
I don't know what it is about our parents' generation in that if they had any experience with the shore, whatever town it was, we went usually to Point Pleasant, which is further south from there, but also quieter compared to like what you all may have seen in the Jersey Shore, the show.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other beach towns that are pretty low key. Not Seaside, which Seaside is the Las Vegas of the Jersey Shore.
All that's to say is that it's I think that New Jersey, like other states, every state has its geographical things, but whether it's breakfast meat or beaches, you grow up kind of categorizing personalities and types by what kind of breakfast meat you eat and what beach you go to.
Agreed. I'm sticking with pork roll.
Pork roll, team pork roll.
Okay, whatever you comment below or comment in whatever comment section might be there, what you consider it.
Yeah,
we
and there is no right or wrong answer.
No right. We just want to know.
We're more into the story and how you feel about it. Do you have fond memories of pork roll?
Did you eat it at a diner? Was it like Camille described, a bagel place where you got breakfast?
Yeah.
What's your vibe?
Also, recent addition, you can get it here now. I used to literally fly home, freeze it, put it in a cooler. TSA, you could have a certain amount of ice pack.
Right.
Put it in an ice pack. I would bring home bagels and pork roll. And I moved here to Nashville 11 years ago, and that's what I would have to do. Now we've got a couple decent bagel places. We've got Publix, which carries the official red box
Taylor
pork roll.
Okay.
And so yeah, you can get your fix just right here in Nashville.
That's
these
news
days.
to me, so I'm gonna have to look for that.
Oh man, I got 3 boxes in the freezer.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Comment below what you consider a pork roll or Taylor ham. This is the ultimate debate.